Akshaye Rathi, welcome to CNN News 18.
Thank you so much, Vishal. Pleasure to be here, and what a lovely morning it is because of
It's really a very good morning to you. Of course, you are joining us from Nagpur, where Jawan is running two full houses. How has been the initial response to the film?
Well,
Akshay?
the initial response, Vishal, has been absolutely tremendous. We are witnessing long serpentine queues of people waiting at the box office to get a ticket, and long serpentine queues by now of people exiting because a lot of them turned up for the 6 a.m. show, which has just come to an end. So it's really good to see that many people coming to theaters with consistency. We saw that in Gadar, we saw that in Oppenheimer, we saw that in Mission Impossible, and now the momentum is continuing with Jawan. So truly a euphoric time for theaters in the Hindi film fraternity, or in that sense.
You of course is the director of Ashirwad Theatre. You have theatres in Nagpur, Raipur, Amravati, Bhilai, and Akola. Is the response same at all centers?
Well, absolutely. It's a euphoric response all over the place. And these, as you realize, are non-metros, right? These are tier 2, tier 3 towns where you actually have an audience that goes to these single screen cinemas, hero worships, cheers, claps, whistles, and celebrates cinema. And I was just looking at, some of the CCTV footage of some of my cinemas. Some of my managers were sending me clips. And it's to see houseful shows or to see jam-packed cinema halls and auditoriums at 6 in the morning with a celebratory audience. Vishal, all of us exhibitors, the commerce of cinema, the business, all of that apart, the greatest and the most joyous side for all of us in the film business is to see a happy audience celebrating cinema. And that is something we are witnessing today. And I don't think anything gives us more joy than that.
So then, like you said, you've seen some of the CCTV footage. Are there particular bits from the movie that you've seen that is common in all centers where people are rejoicing and dancing?
I mean, it's almost like what you witness in the southern states, right? In Tamil Nadu and Telangana, where the hero's entry is celebrated like insanity. Zinda Banda, the song that comes early in, people are dancing in the alleys and they are singing along because by now the song is clearly stuck in their minds. And the interval block is supposed to be very, very terrific, and it's supposed to be an absolute cliffhanger. That is where people really react big time. And more than anything else, Vishal, it's a film with a very desi emotion. I'm sure you've seen the trailer. There's that line where one of the characters that Mr. Khan plays says कि बेटे को हाथ लगाने के पहले बाप से बात कर, and that is a raw, hardcore, massy emotion out there. And these are the things that create those collective viewing responses in euphoria, where 600, 700 people together are rooting for a hero, and that's what the beauty of this medium is all about, Vishal.
So then, are there more booking requests coming from Shah Rukh Khan fan club for bulk booking? Is that a thing you've seen in at all centers where you own the cinema?
Well, absolutely, Vishal. I mean, not only Shah Rukh Khan's fan clubs, you actually have, I mean, today morning, the 6 o'clock show that we had, there were no bookings from any Shah Rukh Khan fan club. We actually have Shah Rukh Khan fan club bookings in the evening at many of our cinemas.
Okay.
And these shows became full with a retail audience where 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, groups of 5 came together, one after the other, either booking on Book My Show, PTN, etc., or coming to the ticket window early in the morning at 5:30 to get their tickets. So it's not just Shah Rukh Khan's fan clubs who are doing these bulk bookings to celebrate it together, but it's also that retail audience that comes in pairs of ones, twos, threes, which is coming up in celebrating this movie in the cinemas. So it's truly euphoric in that sense, Vishal.
You mean to say the hardcore fans which are coming so early in the morning to watch Shah Rukh Khan film?
Absolutely. So it's actually quite funny. Where I think 5:40 in the morning, I got a call from one of my managers who literally woke me up then, and he told me, "Sir, show shuru kar diya hai." And it was meant to be a 6:15 a.m. show. And I was wondering, what have you done? Like, why have you done this so early? Hey, sir, audience पूरा आ गया, show full हो गया है, अंदर बैठ गए, सब शुरू कर दिया. So it's almost, the traction is quite visible. Where for a 6:15 show, enough audiences turned up at 5:45 for my manager to just start the show because it's sold out at that point of time. What else can we ask for, Vishal?
Then do you think this fan frenzy and these celebrations around Jawan are only reserved for day one, or do you think it's gonna increase as the film runs successfully in the theaters?
Vishal, I mean, this is day one, but let's realize this is actually a working Thursday. I mean, it's Janmashtami, where in Maharashtra, it's not the most beneficial to business because people are busy with the celebrations of Janmashtami. Dahi happens, the celebrations of Janmashtami happen. Despite that, you're seeing this sort of euphoria. And Janmashtami again is big in most of the states where we operate, which is Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra. And despite that, you're seeing this. So this fan frenzy on a Thursday morning only indicates that the weekend, which is going to kick in starting tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if the reports of the movie are as great as we are hoping for them to be, I'm sure it's only going to grow from strength to strength over the weekend. And fingers crossed, hopefully even sustain Monday onwards into the weekdays, because for a couple of weeks, there's no big ticket Hindi film that's releasing now, for at least a couple of weeks. And if the movie is as solid and entertaining and massy and engaging as we're hoping for it to be, it's going to have a clean run for a couple of weeks with virtually nothing coming in its way as a speed breaker.
Like you said, it's looking very bullish, if I can say that. Then is there a ballpark figure, or do you think an early estimate, according to you, do you think we're going to see for the weekend?
Vishal, what I'm going to say is slightly audacious, but I have a feeling this can happen and this can be a bit of a first for a Hindi film. Yeah, today is a Thursday and this is the release day, right? So you have an extended weekend of 4 days. And here's my gut. If the movie's reports are what we are hoping for them to be, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, these 4 days, we are potentially looking at a worldwide net, right? Hindi in North India, Tamil in Tamil Nadu, and overseas combined of 100 crores, 100 crores, 100 crores, and 100 crores on 4 days on the trot. Because I'm sure you realize, Vishal, one additional thing compared to Pathan, which so far was the highest grossing Hindi film of all time, again, Mr. Khan's film, to give you benchmarks, right? The Tamil lifetime business of Pathan was to the tune of a 1.75 to 2 crores. This film, because of the presence of Atlee, Anirudh, Nayantara, and Vijay Sethupathi, is going to open at a 8 to 10 crores on day one in Tamil Nadu alone.
Okay.
So on day one, it's a 5x of the lifetime Tamil collections of Pathan. And the lifetime of Pathan is a bare minimum 25x of the Tamil Nadu business of Pathan. So you actually have a new territory, Tamil Nadu, which is very densely populated when it comes to the count of screens, when it comes to the euphoric reaction and love of audiences. That is going to perform big time for Jawan, which has never happened for a Hindi film at this size, scale, and traction. So you have this new territory which contributes big collections, adding on to the business. And that, I think, is a bit of a first, and that is really a masterstroke by Atlee and Mr. Khan, who, as producer and director, have got this new territory to complement the business of Pathan in North India.
Well, that's something which generally been associated with Shah Rukh Khan, because even overseas, when he opens the film, it ended up opening a new territory for Indian film. Germany is the biggest example. When Dawn releases, and then it has become now a big market. But do you see these celebrations only happening for Shah Rukh Khan films, or for other actors also? You see such celebrations inside the cinema?
So, Vishal, we see it for a lot of actors, right? I mean, a Salman Khan film done right witnesses the same. Forget about this generation, right? I mean, you have it. I've seen it happen for Ajay Devgan in Tanaji. I've seen it happen for Tiger Shroff in Heropanti and Baghi 2. I've seen it happen for Ranveer Singh in Bajirao Mastani and Padmavat. I've seen it happen for Ranveer Kapoor in Ye Jawani Hai Diwani. So it's always happened for these stars who've consolidated their stardom for 20, 30 years. But we are now, with the right kind of films, beginning to witness that even with the younger generation of stars, where I truly hope that following the cue of Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, Amir Khan, Ajay Devgan, Hrithik Roshan, Akshay Kumar, the newer actors will really start seeing India as their market rather than the metros and urban cinemas, right? Because let's realize that this hero worshipping audience that truly makes stars is not the audience that watches their movies and appreciates an art in a PVR Gold Class or an INOX insignia. This is the audience that sits in the stalls of single screens, claps, whistles, throws pennies at the screen, dances to songs, sings along with them, and truly hero worships their stars. And that is something that happens with the right kind of films, which appeal to a wider audience, which cast in a wider net and has an intrinsic value which is much larger than Bombay, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Hyderabad, and Bangalore. So we are hopefully, with Gadar doing what it did, with Pathan doing what it did, and with Jawan doing what it hopefully will, we'll have more of our actors and filmmakers really making more cinema that is mass appealing, that caters to the Aam Janta of India. And with that happening, I'm sure we are poised for greater glory as the Hindi film fraternity.
Actually, we saw with Pathan, we saw people bursting firecrackers inside the theaters. Have you made any special arrangement for Jawan so that such acts shouldn't happen, where they ended up damaging the property?
Well, absolutely, Vishal. Those were absolutely horrific sights, and I truly wish nothing like that happens again. I'd love to see firecrackers, but outside the cinema halls and definitely not inside. And yes, we are witnessing people, dancing and celebrating, playing dhols, bursting firecrackers outside cinemas. And like I said, if it's just about telling a tale and consuming the consuming a tale being told, that can happen on the screen of your mobile phone or television. Going to the cinemas is not just about watching a film, it's about a collective viewing experience where hundreds of people go through the same emotions, the same highs, the same cries together. And that is something that's happening in cinema halls in a big way this morning. And I truly hope that this momentum, courtesy the reports of the film, just sustains, and we have people celebrating, people dancing, people cheering, whistling, clapping, and celebrating Mr. Khan in this movie all together. All
Well,
over.
we hope the same as well, Akshay. I know you have to go and watch the film now, so thank you so much for your time and best of luck, Akshay.
And I hope you go and watch it too today, Vishal. All of us, I think, need a bit of reason to celebrate this weekend, and let's do that.
Thank you. Thank you so
so
much.
much, Vishal.
Thank you.
Thank you.